In Germany, experts are divided over Chancellor Angela Merkel's comments that immigrants there need to do more to integrate. She said attempts to create a multicultural society had utterly failed, but critics have dubbed her speech as a way to score cheap political points. A survey found a third of people in Germany believe foreigners are taking over. Well, now let's go live to Annette Kahane, who joins us from Berlin. She's the founder of the Amadeo Antonio Foundation, which works to combat racism in Germany. Thanks very much indeed for joining us. What do you make of the Chancellor's comments? Isn't she just voicing what many people in Germany are actually thinking?
I think there are even more people who are thinking this way. And the Chancellor has a big problem because on one hand she has to deal with a globalized world and a leading industrial country with immigration and all the problems. And on the other hand, she's the head of a conservative party. So this conservative party is more or less based on national and ethnical issues. And this corresponds to an atmosphere in the German population that is not very nice with any foreigners and immigrants or people of color.
So you're saying that xenophobia is actually on the rise then in Germany?
Oh yes, that's true. We have, especially in East Germany, a lot of neo-Nazi groups. These are hardcore neo-Nazis who killed a lot of people, mainly 150 since reunification in the last 20 years. And we have also a big rise of anti-immigrant feelings in the population of West Germany. So now with this discussion we have in this moment, things are rising, and I fear that there will be more victims of right-wing violence.
Who's to blame for all this? Is it not both parts of society to blame? Angela Merkel has said immigrants need to integrate more. Indeed, sociologists have said that something like 3.5 million Turks in Germany actually regard Turkey as their homeland, which leads many to think that the Turks are there simply to enjoy the social benefits, to take something away from German society and not put anything back and simply not integrate. So is that not a major problem?
Well, it's both sides. I don't deny that that there are problems with the integration, especially of underdog social groups, but it's not good to make an class problem out of it. We have also problems with underdog groups of people of, born Germans, and it's necessary to integrate them too. I think that there is a problem, of course, with some of these immigrant groups, especially of the teenagers. There can be very violent and not having success in school. So this is very complicated for them to make a career in Germany. But the education system, for instance, has to be improved on one hand, and on the other hand, of course, the immigrants have to make an effort to learn German and to be successful. It's both parts, but we can only talk about our part, and this is improving the school system and the integration in language and society.
Just briefly, there you are in Germany. Isn't the situation there indicative of the rest of the European continent, where we're actually seeing the EU expanding more and more? How do you now see the future of the issue of immigration developing now across the whole of the European continent, based on what you're seeing there in Germany?
This is a very good point, because immigration is the future. You cannot work and live in a globalized world, in the middle of the world, in Europe, without immigration and moving populations. So you have to really make a good policy of immigration all over Europe. And we see that the history of Europe, with this long history of nationalism and small countries, is now getting into a crisis. So this will need a long time to make it better. But you have to confront this. You have to really change the policy of immigration inside Europe. This is very important. You have to adapt the educational system and adapt all the all the self-understanding of the states, they are not anymore only white or only Swedish or only Portuguese or only German. They are multicultural places in the world.
Annette Kahane, thank you very much indeed for sharing your opinions with us live here on RT. Founder of the Amadeo Antonio Foundation, joining us there live in Berlin. We appreciate your time. Thank you.